As much as the GOP would like to have people not come out, Donald Trump has spent the last 3 years bragging about Roe v. Wade. He was the one who killed it. He's the one who killed it. Donald Trump killed Roe v. Wade. The three Supreme Court justices that Donald Trump put on the Supreme Court killed Roe v. Wade. And he has to live with that legacy, as does the GOP, because they've been trying to kill Roe v. Wade since 1973 when it was passed. Now, in states where abortion is on the ballot, like New York and Florida and Arizona, there's over 100,000 more signatures than required in the state of Arizona, the state that just gave us the 1864 abortion bill. Instead of being reasonable, the GOP is doubling down with their wanting to control women, all aspects of their reproductive cycle. Women, this is your one last opportunity. Because if Donald Trump gets in again, we won't be allowed to vote. He's going to be a dictator. You don't hang out with Orban and Putin the way he does and not be as envious of their power to do whatever the hell they want. And women are going to suffer. Thankfully, the AG in Arizona is not going to enforce that law. But she was elected by a margin of less than 250. The next AG, who could be a Republican, could choose to enforce that law if it's not enshrined. The reason why the GOP worked so hard to get 3 Supreme Court justices is so they could overturn Roe. They knew it was reasonable. They didn't like it because they want Gilead. That's what they want. No voting rights for women. No knowing what is going on with your pregnancy. You just have to give birth. It's about control. Women, you need to show up in large numbers. The white women that voted for Trump need to stop. When you look at the women like Kay Cox, when you look at the woman in Kentucky, that's kid didn't have a brain, that they wanted her to carry to term. These full pregnancies, it's insane. It's cruel. It's barbaric. Giving birth is not an easy process. Plenty of women died giving birth, and more are going to die, not just from the sexual assaults from women, but from giving birth unnecessarily to children they do not want or cannot afford. When abortion was legal in the United States, there was a reduction of crime because women could control when they're pregnant, which is the reason why we have contraception. So women can control when they're pregnant. The GOP wants it so that anytime you have sex, you have a child. They're against recreational sex. How can you support a party that is against recreational sex? That right there is worse, as bad, and sometimes worse than their religious zealotry. Leave it alone. Get out of people's bedrooms. I don't want a politician helping to make decisions for me about my family, whether or not it's going to grow or get smaller. Please remember that women are going to die between now and November because of GOP policies towards abortion. It will behoove you to vote blue, because if you do not, we will be in Gilead, and I hope your daughter likes the red habit she's going to get, because that's the GOP goal. Vote true and vote blue.